Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Happy Leo Lionsgate Full Moon 2021. It is the 8th month, the 8th day, one of the most astrologically important days for, well, each year it happens. It's a Lionsgate portal. It's when Sirius, the brightest star in our sky, rises. And it happens this year to coincide on the 8th day of the 8th month. And honestly, it's actually really cool because I'm into Sabian symbols and numbers and degrees and all this stuff. So before I jump in, I just want to tell you kind of what this new moon is about, because new moons always coincide with a full moon, right? There's a full moon in one sign, and then 6 months later there's a new moon. So today, August 8th, 6 months ago was January 28th, my birthday. And so the Sabian symbol, Sabian symbols were created by like some clairvoyant lady, like a psychic way back when, I don't know, and she had come up with each degree, taking up all 360 of our sky, putting, she, I guess, seen images or whatever it was, and she just had an intuitive sense, so she described it. And astrologers and people, occult people or spiritual people, practitioners, have for years been interpreting these and what they mean, and it's actually really ridiculously cool and a little bit eerie accurate, like how all this stuff kind of comes together, figure eights. Anyway, so on January 28th, it was at 9 degrees 05 was the full moon, okay, in the sign of Leo, and that equals up to 11. So 11 is a master number, and it's about building and creating and doing. And so what it was called here, let me just grab the thing. It said, early dew sparkles as sunlight floods the fields. So what this is about dark nights of the soul. And so it was a full moon. So what it was saying was it's time to release and let go. But from full moon all the way to new moon, you're releasing and letting go the same thing. So the past 6 months have likely been pretty dark, pretty hard, pretty spiritually awakened. A lot of people have been coming alive, if you will, finding their strength and courage through some of the darkest times in their life. And it said that creation means transformation, and the reformer is actually a transformer. And so that's kind of significant because this Leo new moon is all about togetherness. So the other one was about transformation and that exalted feeling that rises within the soul of the individual who has successfully passed through the long night, which has tested his strength and his faith. And in Tarot, Leo is the strength card, and it shows a figure 8 above its head. It's really cool. And so that was all about releasing, letting go, and going through these really difficult dark times. And I also found significant was this new moon is at 13 degrees 49. Okay, so if you add 9 plus 4, you get 13. So it's at 1313. Ooh, and my phone was just at 313. Cool. Anyway, so 1313, that's significant as well, and it also equals 8. So weird, right? The Sabian symbol, or the degree at which the new moon is happening, conjunct the moon in the sign of Leo on the 8th day of the 8th month. So that's like triple eights. That's cool. What is 8 plus 8? So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24? 4, 5, 6. So about love. So I think that the dark nights of the soul that we've been going through is in regards to love situations. I know I went through one. It was so difficult. Oh my gosh, you should see the YouTube video I post on my other channel yesterday. It talks about unrequited love, twin flames, and all that difficulty. So yeah, this Sabian symbol for this month is called volunteer choir singing religious hymns, and it's the sign of togetherness, and it's about people are now uniting over a shared ideal that they're dedicated to. So co-workers, people in organizations, people coming together basically, whereas before it was about transformation through creation. So I think that's interesting. And the 1313, we all know 13 is like a karmic number, but in numerology it's the 3, the 1 before it abusing the 1, right? So 14 is a karmic, 16 is a karmic, right? So the 6 would abuse the 1. The 3 in this case would abuse the 1. And so 1 plus 3 equals 4, which is about stability, foundation, family, security, all that kind of stuff with people, right? And so, because 2 plus 2, yeah, anyway, weirdo numerology me. So the 3 in spirituality and numerology is creativity. It's the mother. It is a homemaker. It's cooking, it's cleaning, it's making a home, it's hanging clothes up to dry. It is inspiration that comes through cooking. It's about abundance and fertility and children, because 2 + 1 = the child, right? So that's the abundant fields, and it's an energy of just alive, and it's forests growing and lush green vegetation, that kind of stuff, right? And it's also connected to Venus, the planet, which I found super interesting, because these it is about relationships, our dark night of the soul we've been going through, and right now our part of fortune in the astrology chart is conjunct or 0 aspects to Venus. So it's also really factoring in significantly to this new moon, full moon. Anyway, so I hope you found that interesting. I sure as heck did. That we are no longer transforming, reforming on our own. We were going through that, releasing it, because, okay, one last thing. The 8 + 8, right? Because the month, the day, and the year is 5. That equals up to, 8 + 8 = 16, which equals 17, which is 8 again. And that the 16th card in Tarot is the Tower. So we all had a Tower moment probably 6 months ago in January at some time in regards to love. And the Tower is like our foundation is crumbling. So the 4 + the 4, it's crumbling, it's coming through. We had to pull on our strength to be able to get through it. And I just find that so fascinating, because I know for my own story that is relevant. Yeah, for sure. And I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago. And so the Lionsgate portal every year is about manifestation. It's about who do you want to be, because everything is cyclical. You can choose to stay on the same cycle over and over again, or you can radically change it. And so today, write a story to yourself, write a letter of who you want to be in the future, and put it away. And next year at this time, look at it, write down, be specific of what your goals are. And you'll see over this year, you're going to absolutely transform them. And now that you're no longer, going through this dark night, feeling so alone, or having to pull yourself up by your bootstraps to come out of it, you're going to be knowing what's really important to you and ready to hone in and focus in and find your people. Oh, and lastly about 1313. So 3, abusing the 1, would be that, I think, because 3 is creativity, home, women, children, family, creating. So maybe the creativity has been maybe abusing us. Maybe we weren't sure exactly what kind of future we wanted to step into just yet. We weren't really certain if we're going to listen to the calling of our soul, and if we're going to be able to, which path we're going to navigate after our Tower moment. And so I think now it's finding that path or choosing it. And so that's what we're going to look at today. Hey Taurus, how are you? Oh my gosh, so excited to see you. So let's get into your read. First, I'm going to look at your Leo's Lion Gate spread, okay? Give me just a moment here to shuffle up. Okay, so the first one we have in this is going to be what you're receiving on this Leo's Lion Gate 2021. The second is what you are giving to people, to yourself, to the environment around you, how your senses, what sense you're developing, and upgrading, sorry, not developing, but same thing. The senses that you're upgrading, how your DNA is changing, and your life purpose, how is it expanding. So, interesting. Okay, so first we have what you are receiving. You are receiving the King of Wands, and that to me immediately says you're receiving more authority, you're receiving more responsibility, and maybe it's not even that. I get more of a sense that you've worked so hard that now you're coming to a place of not so much doing, but just maintaining or sitting or comfortably, or just kind of like a pulled back. It's a pulled back energy, and you're receiving the maybe foresight over the journey or what you've cultivated, what you've created here. And what you're giving is teamwork. So yeah, I show you as almost like a supervisory role is what I see with this, right? You're no longer like doing so much as ensuring that things are being built, that, you know, bricks are being laid, that there's cooperation and teamwork, which is awesome. Your senses are upgrading in that you are feeling more like secure, more about yourself, more open to emotional situations, because you're an earth energy, right? Which is very grounded and practical, but you're receiving this ability to be joyous and connect with others and be reciprocal through emotional exchanges. And your DNA is changing by the Queen of Wands, which is interesting. So your DNA is not so much doing or assuring, but receiving. Yeah, of fire, of passion, of commitment, of intensity, but in a receiving, like feminine type, watery way. And how is your life purpose expanding? This is an interesting one. So this is a 9. This is Moon and Sagittarius energy, but more than that, it's the wounded warrior. It's the healer. So maybe your purpose is expanding because with your new role as in leadership, or, you know, the pinnacle that you've reached, you're able to look at or help others and guide them through what they're going through. Yeah, okay, awesome. That's really great. So now we're going to look at your at that other spread. Sorry, I lost my page. I'm just learning to do it. It's my, you know, new one, and it's actually working really good. I just did it with Aries and it was awesome possums, but let me see where it is. Of course it's not there when I need that page. Oh, there it is. All right, so the first card is going to be where you are now. Oh, interesting. So you have a 3 of Cups, which is like the 3 of Pentacles that you had for giving, and where you're at now is celebrating, connecting with others, just feeling good, eating, vibing, connecting. You're in that 3 energy, which is creating and for abundance, creating abundance. What bugs you is the emotional side. So the 9 of Cups was how your senses were upgrading, and what bugs you is maybe you don't understand the watery element, because the High Priestess is the moon. She's the feminine energy and emotional energy of all the tides, right? So if your DNA is changing to become more feminine with the Queen of Wands, and you've also got the High Priestess here that bothers you, maybe you're just having difficulty trusting in your that side of yourself because you've been so practical and your focus has been so grounded in 3D. Yeah, this is what you like about yourself. Ooh, hell yeah, baby, that you're successful. Ooh, and this is love too, the 6. Your victory, success, confidence, ability. I don't know if you can see that very well, but and just feeling like up on his high horse, you know. And this, I never really look at this and see high horse. It's like such a successful card, but I just heard that there. So you like your view from up there and your ability to get there. But what you don't like about yourself is how you don't like conflict, but you kind of get into conflict because maybe how you see how to do things creates conflict. Because these people, they're building a house, right? They all want to build the same house. They're all trying to work together, but it's not working because they're all going about it in different ways. So what you don't like about yourself is maybe you feel like your way is right because you get victory, but yet it creates conflict around you, and you don't really want that because you want to have success with your people. Your talent here, ooh, you got 2. Ooh. Your talent is loving people, and this is the High Priestess. She's the 3 energy, or sorry, the Empress. She's the number 3, and there's 3 again. Darn, that's 3 6s, or sorry, 4 3s for you. My bad. Oh, and it's 6:33 on the timestamp. Ooh, those are your numbers for the week. 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's a heck of a lot of 3s, my friend. And 3s is 4 3s in a read. Shoot, I forget what that's about. Too many third party situation probably, I think. And so your talent is to, this is what came to me first. Your talent is to break women's hearts. But I mean, I loved a Taurus before and he did break my heart, but I don't want to say that's what your talent is, but it could be that you're able to create really awesome, amazing things from a broken heart, or you're able to understand the beauty and the creativity behind emotional experiences. And this is your talent, is to get deep into these experiences with people. But I don't know if that's so much it, because you got the High Priestess here. And the High Priestess is, it's a sitting back energy. Like, she doesn't go places, she waits and people come to her. And so your talent is maybe to go into those places where people are hurt, but it bugs you because you're not maybe totally intuitive to that, or aware of it yet. Maybe you're not totally aware of it yet. Yeah. Or maybe there's something about communication, because I'm a pretty good communicator and I'm having troubles speaking right now. So maybe this is also part of that, that you feel like you have a difficulty speaking, and that's what bugs you, because you're not sure how people are going to receive you. Your temptation. Okay, you know what I mean? I didn't want to say this is like, you know, you're reading. I don't want to be like, Taurus, you're out here breaking people's hearts, and that's your talent, and you like victory and threes company situations. But I mean, look what your temptation is, to be this snake, to be that sneaky snake in the grass. So this is going to be a read not for everybody, but definitely for some of y'all, you up to some stuff. That guy he plays a role, but he's totally different elsewhere. I mean, politicians and people like that make the world go round. We have to have that in life, but these are some weird cards. Okay, next one. Your personal quest here, Taurus, is, it's time to plan. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. It's time to plan, Taurus, about what it is you want in this world, because you know, you have the world at your fingertips. You really do. You're so successful, but you're having a tough time choosing, which is making you want to choose everything you can, and then you turn into this dude, and you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that. Your personal quest is to get aligned with your higher self, yourself. Get some spirituality. You know, it's not all about fun and games and parties and drinks and, you know, third-party situations and cheers and glasses. The Hierophant is the teacher, the mentor, the, you know, the Pope. Yeah, it's grounded, secure. It does things by order, by, you know what I'm hearing? I think that maybe you're in a third-party situation and you're afraid to talk to your person about it. Or you don't want someone to get hurt here. And you feel like you just create conflict. Yeah. So your personal quest is to honor commitment, tradition, and values. And Taurus is headstrong, and they're ruled by Venus. And they create value through doing. So there's something here about actively loving and creating a 3 situation with that Empress of yours. And your personal guardian angel is, let's see what we got for you. Spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So that goes great with the Hierophant card. Okay, Taurus. Thank you. All right, Gemini, how are you, my beautiful Geminis? La-da-da-ba-ba-da-da. Feeling great, feeling good. Ooh. All right, Gemini. So I'm just going to sing to you while I shuffle my cards, but maybe we'll just, you know, tell me what, I'd be curious to know in the comments if you would like to enter into a free reading with me. You know, we can chit chat, we can talk, video, you know, yeah, recorded, phone call, chat, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to be entered in to win a free reading, comment below and make sure you follow the channel. and I will let you know.